We now believe, this is from the iPad, if you could hold on there, Guy, this is breaking news on Talk. We now believe that our CEO, Stockton Rush, this is Ocean Gate, Shahzada Dawood and his son Suleiman Dawood, Hamish Harding and Paul-Henri Nargeolet have sadly been lost. These men, this is just in, breaking news on Talk. These men were true explorers who shared a distinct spirit of adventure and a deep passion for exploring and protecting the world's oceans. Our hearts are with those 5 souls and every single one of the members of their families during this tragic time. We grieve the loss of life and the joy they brought to everyone they knew. This is an extremely sad time for our dedicated employees who are exhausted and grieving deeply over their loss. The entire Ocean Gate family is deeply grateful for the countless men and women from multiple organisations of the international community who have expedited wide-ranging resources and have worked so very, very hard on this mission. We appreciate their commitment to finding these 5 explorers and their days and nights of tireless work in support of our crew and their families. This is an extremely sad time for the entire explorer community and for each and every family member of those 5 lost at sea. We respectfully ask that the privacy of these families be respected during this most painful time. This, my friends, at 10 to 8 is a breaking news story. The BBC have just released an Ocean Gate statement, which I'm sad to say confirms that the CEO of Ocean Gate, Stockton Rush, Shahzada Dawood, his 19-year-old son, Suleiman Dawood, the billionaire explorer Hamish Harding and Paul-Henri Nargeolet have sadly been lost. I want to cut back to Rosie Wright ahead of that press conference. That sad news just confirmed.
And details more from the company saying these men were true explorers who shared what they described as a distinct spirit of adventure. We know that from the lives of particularly Hamish Harding, Paul-Henri Nargeolet, who had a career's worth in France in the Navy. Hamish Harding, someone who's got many Guinness World Records for the sort of exploration adventures that he took part. The company says, our hearts are with these 5 souls and every member of their families during this tragic time. We grieve the loss of life and the joy they brought to everyone they knew. This, of course, so they go on to say, is an extremely sad time for the employees who are exhausted and grieving deeply. It has been an absolutely devastating search, an international search that's had the Canadian, the French, the UK, the American Coast Guard scouring not only the ocean floor, but also the surface as well to try and find answers. A devastating conclusion.
So that is breaking news on Talk. Ocean Gate, the company that created the Titan submersible, confirming in the last 2 minutes the death of CEO Stockton Rush, Shahzada Dawood, his 19-year-old son, you can see them there on screen, Suleiman Dawood, Hamish Harding and Paul-Henri Nargeolet, lost at sea.